There we go. Welcome everyone to Alexis. We've got the big one today, Ukraine, England, and also a stream that I've managed to put together last minute as well. Let's just double check and see if everyone is here yet. Fingers crossed that they will. We are 8 subs away from 600, which would be terribly appreciative. Let's try and hit that like target as well. And give me your predictions as well, also for Ukraine and England. Let me know what your thoughts are, and let me know of the lineup, because we'll go over the lineup very, very soon. Just sharing it to all my social medias that I'm live. Live now. There we go. Okay, have we got people yet? Are we still waiting for a couple? I think we may still be waiting for a couple, but we're live. We are live. We are here. You know, I didn't think I was going to be here today, but I managed to find the time to be here today. I couldn't do Czech Republic of Denmark because I was out working, but I've got my hours in, got my shifts sorted, got my pay, and now it's down to Ukraine and England, the final quarter-final game, and hopefully it'll be 2 correct predictions out of 2 because I've already correctly predicted the Denmark score just now, so it'll be nice to get 2 games out of 2. It'll definitely increase my chances of winning the prediction league, I'll tell you this. But if anyone else is here, please say hi. I don't know if anyone is here at the moment, so until we know that there are some people here, I'll go on to capture and we'll analyse both of the teams in question. Why is there a helicopter right in the background? That's annoying. Okay, I think because people didn't think I was going to be live, I think we're going to have to wait a little bit. I think they're all going to potentially Benjamin Blooms and Mark Goldbridges. I mean, we're all going to stream this game. It's a big day for England. We got to try and get to that semi-final. Charlie Brown, welcome. Good day indeed. Okay, I think that literally is all we need. Let's go to capture now and let's review the squads. There we go. So it's reloaded. Let's look at England. Pickford, Shaw, Maguire, John Stones and Kyle Walker. Pretty much the same back 4. Of course, we're not going to a back 5 this time. Then, of course, we've got Phillips and Rice again as the defence midfield partnership. Mount returns to the squad. Sterling on the left. Sancho is in for Saka for a change. And Harry Kane still stays up top. Now, Ukraine, you've got Bushan still in goal. Matyenko, Kisheko, Zabani. Okay, pretty familiar back 3 there with Karaviv. He's a very good player. Sidorchuk. Then we've got Sharapenko. Zinchenko, who was the difference for Ukraine against Sweden. Then you've got Mikulenko there. And, of course, the front 2 of Yarmolenko and Yarmolenko, where we both need to keep an eye on. But what are your thoughts on the current quarterfinal games? Of course, I've streamed 2 of them. I couldn't do Czech Republic and Denmark, but I have seen a fair bit of that game. Was very impressed with Denmark in the first half about the way they really got at Czech Republic on the counter-attack, sorry. And then Czech Republic did well in the second half, but then they lost their pizzazz, they lost their energy near the end of it. But that's my view on that game. So obviously, 3 teams in the semi-final are currently Spain, Italy, and Denmark. Now it's either going to be England or Ukraine that's going to make it to the last semi-final place. So everyone that is here, make sure you leave your predictions and tell me how you've been today. And also use this opportunity to ask me any questions as well. Also, if you can, please do let me know what sorts of videos you want to see this week. I want to try and do like a football fairy tales video, but I'm probably not going to call it football fairy tales because I don't know why. I think using fairy tales in the title I'm going to find a bit cringy. So if you guys can find a way of helping me invent a new video series for that, a series of videos for that, it'll be the revival of that particular series, but under a different name, I guess. And there's I want to do more predictions as well. I want to currently predict my early predictions for the Championship and Premier League, but also a transfer show as well. Charlie Brown is saying Kane to score. That should be around his game, Harry Kane. I mean, looking at that Ukraine back line, I think Kane should really be relishing this. But overall, I think with our overall defensive style, I think this one's going to be a bit different. I think this one we actually may have a little bit more of a ball of. Well, I do fear it could be a bit similar to how he played Scotland. But also, for the fact we're not at home as well, it does put us in a little bit of a disadvantage. Well, just compared to the other games as well. But surely we would want our quality to shine through. And I'm really intrigued by Jadon Sancho being in the squad. Maybe Southgate's seen something in training that he wants to be included. I want to see Sancho and Grealish play together. We may not see it for our own eyes, but we're spoiled for talent and potential here. We've got an abundance of talent and players. And overall, I think we should be very, very lucky. But we definitely need to make the most of it. We need to make it through to that semi-final and play Denmark if we get past Ukraine. And then happy as that. It'll be a bit of a devastating day for me if Ukraine go out, though, because they're my last sweepstake team surviving. I had Czech Republic and Ukraine still intact, but of course Czech Republic are now gone, and now it looks like Ukraine, if they do lose, they will go as well. My bloody dad got Spain, Denmark and Italy as his 5 teams on the sweepstakes, so he still has 3 of his 4 teams. It's my brother who's got England, so I don't know. If I find out that my dad doesn't win that sweepstake, I wouldn't know. Because my mother did it. She's already out. She didn't have a load of luck. My youngest brother had 5 teams, and his 5 teams are already out. I'm currently within the final 3 of the last people with their team standing. But if Ukraine go out, then I'm officially done with my family sweepstake. And then it'll be down to my middle brother and my dad to see who wins overall. Pretty disappointing in viewers at the moment. They probably don't know I'm streaming, or for the fact they're probably checking out some better content. But for any of you that are here, please share. Please do let people know that I am streaming, but also like, share and subscribe. That does really, really help the channel. It really does. So we are within the final 7 minutes of kickoff. So obviously England, to get to that stage, we beat Germany by 2-0. And I was going to say it was comfortable. In the end of it, you know, being realistic, it wasn't really that comfortable. We were a little bit crowd. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm moderately surprised seeing the amount of fans we are seeing in Rome. It looks like some of them have actually probably been able to avoid the restrictions very, very well. But it's definitely not as packed as it was with England fans. But they have got a very important part to play tonight. They've got an incredibly important part, especially if a lot of that capacity in that stadium in Rome is full of Ukraine fans. We need to make sure, with the little numbers we've got representing England in the stands, we've got to really use our voices here. It's important. It's absolutely necessary. But I think what's also key is that we don't underestimate our opponents either. Ukraine have got some quality within their squads. Of course, Yarmolenko, Yarmachuk having great tournaments. Bushan's had a good tournament in goals. Zinchenko had a blinder of a game against Sweden. Now, one thing I am kind of hoping goes for England's way is for the fact that Ukraine have had to play 120 minutes, especially, well, a bit more at a later time as well compared to England as well. So you could almost look at it saying that England should be the better refreshed team. And I think there's a little couple more changes in that England squad compared to the Ukraine squad as well, which should mean it should have more fresh legs, more energy. And I think if they outrun Ukraine, I think England will have every single chance. God, it's been really disappointing with viewers so far. I tell you what, I actually think less people watch my streams when I stream England than any other team I watch, to be honest with you. I think it's because they actually watch the games themselves and don't bother seeing me. You know, you'd actually think it'd be the other way around, but no, it's not the case whatsoever. Ukraine are just walking out now with their teams. They are a very spirited team, Ukraine. You know, you've got to give them credit for getting to this stage. If I'm right in saying, I think they were in Euro 2016, but I don't know if they even made it that far out the group. I'm going to quickly see where Ukraine were in Euro 2016. I don't even remember if they were around in World Cup 2018. So if we're seeing an underdog, we are really seeing Ukraine as being one of them. Oh, they were in a group with Germany, Poland, Ukraine, and Northern Ireland. Perhaps Ukraine finished last. I can't remember the table. I can quickly find the table, actually. Ah, there we go. Yeah, Ukraine finished rock bottom in Euro 2016 with 0 points, losing to Northern Ireland. Unbelievable, really. But yeah, that's really quite remarkable, to be honest with you. But yeah, for what I will say on that, they've done really, really well to get to where they are now. Everyone's seen God Save the Queen, which is lovely. To be honest, I don't even remember if Ukraine sung their anthem yet. Not trying to be dismissive. Right. I don't think Ukraine were in World Cup 2018. I could be wrong. But if I'm right in saying, I don't even know if they were. I don't even know they qualify. Yeah, they weren't there, Ukraine. So they really have. Yeah, now's Ukraine's national anthem. They really have been incredible, really. But overall, they've earned what they have been. You know, they got to extra time. They had a numerical advantage, which I think helped them as well. Of course, Danielson getting sent off, I think, gave Ukraine enough time to have one man as an advantage. And eventually they had to wait to literally the final minute to get a goal. And very patient as well, you know. To have that belief, that desire, it's something that England have got to be very, very careful with. But I am still thinking 2-0 England. I don't want to seem as overconfident because I think we were all like that when we played against Iceland in Euro 2016 and we know what happened there. So you can never, ever take anything for granted. But we just got to pray and hope that England do not let us down. An early goal would do us fantastically here. Because I think if we could just limit Ukraine's attack, we can definitely give them troubles here. You know, Sweden, you know, good on paper, but they're not an incredible team. Ukraine have lost to Austria, where England have beaten recently. And they lost to Netherlands as well, who lost out to a team which we beat as well. So on paper, we should be okay. But I'm definitely probably not going to be this calm where it's kicked off. And there's a lot of stakes to be made. Let's quickly reiterate on the squads. Bushan with Matyenko, Christoph and Zabarani. Karavev is a great player for what I've seen. Shaparenko there, Sorodov, Zinchenko, Michaelenko, and with Yarmolenko and Yarmolenko at top. It's going to be difficult to keep those two quiet. I think those will be the most difficult players, and of course with Zinchenko as well. But Rice and Phillips will have an important part to play to make sure Zinchenko and Shaparenko are kept very quiet. Stones, Maguire, Luke Shaw, Kyle Walker, you know, a flawless defensive performance at the moment with Jordan Pickford. 4 clean sheets in a row. So we'll see if he can keep this clean sheet record here. Raheem Sterling, Mason Mount, Jadon Sancho, and then Harry Kane up top. Jadon Sancho with a big role to play as well. It's got to really attack that right-hand side along the sides where Makienko and Krystyov will be there. So that's my views on the squad. We've just seen it here. Right, I've only just noticed Maguire, Rice, and Phillips have all got a yellow card each. So we've got to be very careful with those 3 players in particular, in fact, they do not get another yellow card, otherwise they'll miss the next match. I mean, if one of Rice and Phillips misses the next match, the lucky thing is we do have someone like Bellingham who can slot into that. I wouldn't want both of them to be banned. I definitely would want to keep one or the other. You know, I don't want an entirely different partnership in that position. I think it's necessary we have one or the other, especially who's played in the tournament for all this time and has got good amount of energy. Maguire, if he does get second yellow, it's not the end of the world because, of course, we still do have Mings, but also Ben White. You know, we've got so many defenders. And that, in a way, could probably be a positive thing for the fact we've got all these defenders at the moment. Right, England have taken the Ukraine have not. And I think it's kickoff now. There we go. Kickoff. So, last quarterfinal match officially being played. Ukraine, England. This is going to be very, very nerve-wracking. But within the final week of this tournament, we got to really, really up it. Guy Mowbray and Jermaine Genius are commentating this game, just so you know. Here's Sancho. It's good to see him on the ball. He's going to give it back to Stones. Sideways again. So back to Maguire. Sterling now. Sterling, he's going to try and overlap to Shaw. Back down to Sterling. Now to Maguire. Stones. All right. Being a bit more advanced here. Liking that. Walker. Sancho. Back down to Walker. Walker to Stones, now to Maguire. You're going to hear me say Stones to Maguire a lot. I can guarantee you with the sideways. Right, short to Sterling. It's well tackled and it's cleared. But no one in Australian is forward. I wasn't able to tell who actually tackled him there. But I think it was Shaparenko who actually did well there to tackle Sterling in that position. So far, we haven't got really anything to base it on. You'd say England have had more of the ball and have probably gone the furthest to the opposition's penalty box. Ukraine haven't really been to our half yet. Although we've got to be a bit careful here. It's Maguire. Right. One thing that will give me a load of comfort is for the fact that anytime it hits our defence, it feels very comfortable. Okay. Maybe too comfortable for my liking. So, Walker, Sancho, back down to Walker. He's going to give it to Stones. Yep, thought so. To Maguire. No, Stones doesn't. Yeah, he's going to give it to Shaw. It's not Stones to Maguire. I'm bloody surprised. Okay, Shaw to Sterling. I tell you what, Ukraine have definitely been very focused at the moment, which is exactly what I need. Right, people leaving Shaw behind, but Shaw gives the ball away. But it's a brilliant tackle by Kane. Interception, I should say. Maguire down to Stones. He's going to give it to Kyle Walker, who's very advanced for his position. Going to give it to Calvin Phillips. He manages to win off the challenge from Sidork, which is good. Sancho, who's been very heavily pressed so far. Mount. Back down to Sancho. Walker again. I think what Ukraine have done well, they've really set up defensively well, but also their pressing is really making England not panic, but they definitely have been made to make more advanced positions. Right, Kane with a really ambitious pass to Walker, and it works. Sancho to Mount in the box. Oh, Mount with a too heavy touch there, and it's cleared. Oh, Mount, you had that, Mount. If you just didn't have that heavy touch, probably would have been there. It's Phillips to Rice. Back down to Sterling. Sterling on the left-hand side. Sterling doing pretty well against Shaparenko's. Here's Kane! And Kane has scored! Wow, get in! 3 minutes in and England have already scored a goal. This is exactly what we needed. I said we needed an early goal. And we've got it. It was so simple. Ukraine will be disappointed how they defended that. But Harry Kane would definitely take the credit. And fair play, Charlie Brown. You said Harry Kane to score tonight. Well, he's just scored in the opening 3 minutes. So Sterling does well to outmuscle Shaparenko And he is onside as well. There's no way he's off because Matvienko plays Harry Kane onside. Bushan can't do anything about it. It is a Harry Kane goal in the 3rd minute. That's the quickest England have scored in the tournament. 1-0 England. Right now, England now just got to be careful, you know, because I think Ukraine could go out and try and attack us a bit more now. But we've been brilliant so far. What we've done really well is that we've really limited Ukraine to have time on the ball. You know, we've dictated the play. And that is what's been really, really good. What a start. We're not used to this, but what a start. That's exactly what we needed. Brilliant. I'm actually awarded in the 4th minute, apparently. And it was Sterling with the assist as well. Sterling having an amazing tournament. All these people saying he was overrated at Man City at the moment, you know. I'm kind of eating their words because Sterling's doing pretty well for England at the moment. It's quite incredible. Right. We're still only at 2 likes, which is so disappointing. I don't think anyone's planning on watching me tonight. But let's just hope for the best and we can see more people. Right. Now here come Ukraine. This is Ukraine's best spell yet. Zinchenko on the left. Okay, he's going to pass it down. I need to get the players' names off. Right. To Mykolenko here. Good long looping pass to try and find Yaremchuk. Yaremchuk has it here. Good bit of play between him and Mykolenko. Yaremchuk, good block. And Shaw wins it back. Brilliant block by John Stones. And that's exactly what you need to be careful with. Because Zinchenko, if you give him too much time on the ball, he will invent something ridiculous to make Ukraine successful. But we've got a very early goal, which is exactly what England need. Okay, Karavev. And Yarmolenko's been tackled very well by England. And we've been very stubborn, which is what we need. A good tackle by Mount, actually, with that. So this is the Mount thing again. Mount, if he just didn't take that touch, it wasn't a penalty. I'm sorry, but people saying that should have been a penalty. It shouldn't have been. You know, I'll back Mount, but that was not a penalty. No way. Okay. Oh, they try to do a bit of clever play there, Ukraine, with Yarmolenko, but didn't quite work out. I think it's a free kick to Ukraine. I think Sterling's kicked Karavev in the leg. Oh no, he stood on it. Accidentally, but yeah, it will be a free kick to Ukraine. So this is probably going to be the best opportunity, well, one of the few opportunities that Ukraine are going to have to take. Set pieces is going to be very important for England to defend, but very important for Ukraine to try and score. We cannot take these set pieces for granted here. It comes in. Oh, good. Yeah, definitely not a handball there. Yarmolenko wins it back. It was Shaparenko that did the free kick, actually. Okay, Ukraine still have the ball here. Seidel Shek here. Matvienko. This is what I didn't really want to see. Ukraine now in a bit more of the ball. England, you've got to do what Ukraine did well and just really press them. You know, stop them having this possession. They're having a little bit of fun at the moment with the ball. Good block by Luke Shaw, but it's still back to Sadorchek, who's been important in that midfield so far. Here's Zinchenko. We've got to really, really press him here. Sadorchek again. Back to Shaparenko. Shaparenko with a bit of space. He's found Karavev. Good interception by Calvin Phillips there, but Zinchenko still wins it back. England, come on. You've got to really, really try and press Ukraine here. We're having too much of the ball for my liking. That's it. Now, if we can't get the ball, one thing to do, push them back. And that is what we're doing now. And that if we push them back, fine by me. But do not allow them space to get into our half. And there we go. Our pressing has improved, and it's meant they've had to pass it back to Bushan. And it meant he's needed a goal kick. And brilliantly done by John Stones there. He gets ahead of Yarmachuk. Luke Shaw gives it away, though. Mount's got to try and get past Shaparenko. Doesn't quite do it. I've been a bit disappointed with Shaw at the moment. He's given the ball away so many times. Okay, Matkiyenko there in the right-hand side, which quite unusual. Maybe he's changing positions. Khrushchev now. Oh, but he's giving the ball away. That's going to be important for England. Come on. Okay, apparently a free kick was given. Luke Shaw. Come on, Shaw. Why? Oh, Shaw. Pass it forward, please. We had so many options there. Okay, here's Rice. Walker back down to Rice. Walker to Rice again. And Walker to John Stones. This is what's frustrating. It's so slow, but I guess what you could say is patient play from England there. So Sterling, and that will be a throw for England. You see, that quickness in terms of Sterling taking that throw, I wish we did that a little bit more of our play. It seems a bit pedestrian-like, really. Okay, Walker down to Rice. As long as you don't make a mistake if you're playing this pragmatic system, I'm not going to have too many issues. But we definitely need to try and score more than this one goal for me. Ukraine have not had chances, but they have got the players who can just change the game. Zinchenko being one of them. Okay, Maguire down to Stones again. It's something a bit repetitive at the moment. You might as well call it Maguire and Stones versus Ukraine, because literally that's what they're playing right now. It's so sideways. Here's Maguire. Guess what? Not to Stones, to Rice this time. To Walker, back down to Rice. Walker and Rice like this combination of playing back to each other. Now to Stones. And Stones might pass it. Oh, okay, good from Stones. Harry Kane tries to do something a bit silly here. And now Ukraine are going to try and counterattack this. Okay, here's Yarmolenko to the right-hand side. Yarmolenko. We do well to block the shot, though. And it's brilliant clearance by Rice. Harry Kane, well done. But Ukraine still win it back, though. We've got to be a bit careful with that. Sometimes if we play a missed pass or if we try and do anything silly, Ukraine can counter. And a too heavy touch there means that it will be an England throw-in. Bit of a mistake from Mykolenko. So let's see this goal again. Sterling does well to get past Shaparenko. And Kane times his run to perfection here. It is very, very poor defending, though, by Khrushchev. And Matkiyenko plays Kane onside, which means he can make that run. And it is a goal for England. And at the moment, they've deserved it at the moment. My gosh, it's been a very quiet stream, hasn't it? It's been a very, very quiet stream, but I assume all of you are enjoying the match. I've noticed this. My quieter streams, or the streams that don't do well, is whenever England play, which is probably why I never plan on streaming when England play, but you might as well see my reactions anyway. Ukraine having a bit more of the ball here. We actually might be outpossessed by Ukraine. But what's important is that we have got that one goal. And that's done very, very well by Walker. Walker with the cross, maybe. It's a throw-in. That's what we need to do. It's what we need to do. We need to take chances with their mistakes. And Mykolenko with another mistake, it means that Walker had a load of space there. Right, Phillips, got to be a bit careful here. Trying to invite pressure to Zinchenko. But luckily for England, it's not punished. He's not punished himself from that. Short down to Maguire. He's going to pass it to Stones. They do like this partnership of Maguire to Stones, this sideways passing. I mean, it's safe, I guess. You know, it's simple. You know, it's pragmatic, but it's patient. And, you know, if we have to get through this tournament by not pleasing the eye, then disappointingly, I'll have to accept it at this rate. You know, we've just got a lot of our attacking players, but Southgate's hailing, you know, our defensive play. Right, good pass by Stones to find Walker. Good block, actually, and it's a throw-in for England again. Ilienko improving that. So, Walker to Phillips. Phillips has not had the ball too much. I've not seen Mount with a lot of the ball either. It's been majority of the play in the middle part of the pitch or with our defenders, which is something that does make sense with our style of play at the moment. It's not the most expansive type of football. Right, here comes Rice, going a bit more advanced to Luke Shaw. Maguire, sorry, not Rice. This is Rice. Rice to Carl Walker. Right, Walker. Oh, Mount again with the poor touch. Okay, they're trying to be a bit direct, Ukraine, and it's not quite worked out for them. Man, no one wants to watch me tonight. Still England's throwing. Sancho with the throw to Calvin Phillips. Stones to... Oh, I thought Sterling kept it out. Stones, what was that? That's nowhere near Maguire. Right, 15 minutes gone. It's felt like the longest 15 minutes, but they are gone. Right. Oh, come on, Shaw. Right, Ukraine just still trying to get a bit of the ball. We've got to try and keep this intensity with our press. They keep the ball in still. Short, mark your man. Right, that's an ambitious ball. Walker will collect it. And Pickford, very comfortable. It is very cautious, this. Pretty much overly cautious. But, to reiterate, it is getting us... a good game, to be fair. Oh, what is Walker doing? Giving the ball straight to Yaremchuk. It's a good save. Oh, Walker, do not do that again, please. Oh, my God. We can't do that. We cannot do that. If we're playing out from the back, we can't do that. What's he doing there? What's he doing a one-touch pass from? And Stones... I mean, to be fair, Stones really couldn't do too much there. But we were lucky that Yaremchuk really... didn't really get a clean strike, but Pickford still had to make a diving save there. We cannot afford to make those mistakes in the back. We're only going to encourage Ukraine to press us more. Headed away. It's still in the box. Sancho. Okay, he's out-muscled there. Ukraine still the ball. Shaparenko. Zinchenko here. Back to Shaparenko. Okay, back to their defender now. Krystyov. Karavev. All right, Mykolenko and gosh, here's Zinchenko. Sterling, Walker, come on. Zinchenko, brilliant block. Fantastic block by Stones there. And we've actually managed to limit Yarmolenko and Zinchenko in that position. I wouldn't be comfortable with one. I got to be honest. With the amount of the ball that Ukraine have had, we need more than one goal. Ukraine have really quite outrightly outpossessed England here. And I've been quite disappointed, honestly. I wanted England to play a bit more of the ball. I know we've got a goal, which is nice. But if we concede, then overall, it's not been a great performance. You know, even if we win, you're going to, look at the overall performance. But right now, whilst we had a pretty good start, Ukraine have grown into this. They've had that chance with Yaremchuk, which I felt he should have really taken because it was literally as close to one-on-one as they're going to get right. Well done, Sterling. Sterling, poor pass to try and find Sancho. I don't know what he was doing there. Here go Ukraine again. Okay, they're going to clear it because they do have a player down. I don't know what happened there. I think it was when Sterling trying to win the ball back. I think it was Karavev who's down, who's already been trodden on by Sterling. So it's not Karavev, it's 22. Matkienko, who's the one who played Kane on side. So what happens? So it was very good by Sterling to win the ball. He has barely touched him though. Maybe he pulled something. Could be knee to leg. I don't know. It was barely. There's very little contact, but he did stretch his leg out quite a bit. So maybe he's pulled something when he tried to stop Sterling winning the ball off him. I can't believe with that Yarmachik chance, he barely struck the ball, and I'd say with Pickford, I think he maybe could have done a bit better there, but considering he stood still, it's a good save, but I would have definitely been a bit more commanding in that situation there, but we definitely cannot afford to give away those mistakes at the back again. It was Walker with that mistake. Mini Surge, welcome. You saying you just got back for Thorpe Park. Ah, good for you. Excuse me, no, it's because I've drunk quite a bit. But this stream has been so quiet, very quiet. We've only had 4 comments. And I've noticed this. My streams perform the worst when England play. It's like most of them, you know, they would watch other people's stuff, or they would legit just watch the game with their family and would not watch my stuff anyway. But I guess it's one of those things. We're on 2 likes, and we've not changed our subs either. There's almost no point of me trying to plug it because no one's seen it. Right, my overall view on this game at the moment. We did well with the goal. It was a brilliant goal by Kane, brilliantly timed run, and good from Sterling. But at the same time, we have allowed Ukraine to have a lot more of the ball. And there's been a couple of occasions where Ukraine has successfully got into our box, including a really poor mistake by Walker, which felt Yarmachuk should have done so much better with, but it was a good save by Pickford. Phillips to Walker. Walker, who's the one who made that mistake. I tell you what, I don't want Walker to really pass back that much now, considering that mistake he made. And it's from us trying to pass out from the back, and it can really invite unnecessary pressure right now. This is what I want to see. Now, not really the sideways football, but I want to see a bit more of us just trying to go at them, and we've not done that enough. Phillips gives the ball away here, but good from Sancho. Brilliant play between him and Mount. Sancho to find Sterling in the penalty box, to Luke Shaw with the cross. No one there to receive it. Oh, what's everyone doing there? I mean, maybe Shaw should have done a better cross, but at the same time, there was about 3 or 4 England shirts in that box. Could have had a couple more, but also they were nowhere near it. So maybe it was a poor cross by Luke Shaw, really. I think Shaw should have probably even taken the shot. At least force a save from Bouchan and try and get a corner. All right, here's Sancho, who has been tackled just now. Zinchenko, he's giving the ball back to the defence, and now back to Bouchan. Keep pressing the keeper. He's done well, to be fair. That's what we need. Look at this. Look at this energy from England. Oh, it's a free kick there. I don't agree with that. Barely a foul. But I wanted more from this from England, just to impress their players more. Yes, we've conceded a free kick, and that's silly from Shaw. He grabs onto him, but he's already won the ball. Why did he didn't need to do that. But now it's weird for what I think, because I think the attack momentum is going to say that Ukraine may have actually had the better of the momentum because they've had more of the ball. But as terms of chances go, of course, apart from that Yarmachik chance, they've really done nothing. And that'll be a disappointment for Ukraine's part. But I guess what happens when England play with that style, although that's a brilliant run, but it's well defended. And it's straight to Pickford, and he boots it away. God, I always get nervy when someone does a back pass to the keeper and they go on and kick it. It makes me think of Paul Robinson against Croatia. But it is a very safe, patient, pragmatic approach. But if it's going to get us through, we might as well do it. Right, tomorrow, I was thinking I was not going to do a video tomorrow, but I am. I'm going to have to react to this game. Then Monday will be some transfer news for the transfer show. Then Tuesday, in fact, when do the next batch of games being played? Is it Tuesday? It is Tuesday. So Tuesday and Wednesday are the days. So maybe Tuesday when I'll do my predictions. And they'll be released at a good amount of time. It's only 2 games to predict as well. And then, of course, the 3rd place game would be played maybe the 10th of July. And then the 11th of July will be the final. So we're very nearly the end, the final week of the tournament. And one thing that I might ask you guys, I mean, if there's anyone turning up at half-time, what's been your favourite moment of Euro 2020 at the moment? Is it this current situation? Is it us beating Germany? Is it from another team? Is it the Denmark victory that got them through to the round of 16? Is it Switzerland winning on penalties? You know, there's probably so many good moments in that Euros tournament. I always worry with a Euros tournament or any international tournament that they don't deliver, but this tournament has delivered a big time. It really has. Thrown to England, and that's really going to suit England there. Michaelenko with the block there. All right, it needs to be. All right, we're passing it back again. I was going to go to capture, but don't think I've got time at the moment. Let's just see where this passage of play goes to. Short to Maguire. Maguire with a long pass to find Sancho. And that's what I want to see more of. More of these diagonal passes I want to see a lot more of. Okay. Short. It'll be an England throw again. This is what I want to see. Just a bigger spell of possession. I didn't think it was an England throw, I won't lie, but they've awarded it as an England throw. I do feel for Shevchenko a little bit. You know, I'm always going to love him as a player from Chelsea, but I really hope he gets beaten. Good throw by Shaw. Sterling found in a good space. Sterling in the box is well blocked. And Yarmolenko in the right place to collect it. Yarmachuk now on the ball. Well tackled. Oh my gosh. I always get so nervy when Pickford passes the ball. I wanted him to boot it there, but he didn't. Right, we've got to be careful here. Short. Right, brilliant. Just a little bit nervy. Sometimes Rice and Phillips, they can get very out-pressed. Long ball there, but Sancho is offside. That's disappointing. Oh, he's way off. Way offside. Sancho's not even looked at the 9. Now it's back to Ukraine's progression. I tell you what, this game feels a lot longer. I mean, one, it's probably because you guys aren't asking me questions, so I don't use that to get the time down. But also, I think it's also down to the fact that this style of football assists with England. You do really sleep when you do watch it. It really is so repetitive. Oh, come on. We've got to press. Keep pressing, guys. This is good. Press them back. And that's what we need. You know, Shevchenko may be ripping into them for how cautious they've been. But at the same time, we made it so difficult. Right, brilliant play by Sterling here. Right. Oh, he's going to give it to Shaw. Shaw could do a couple of options here. Oh, God. We've wasted our opportunity. We had some space. Sterling. He's won a free kick. Now, we've won a free kick in a pretty good area here. This could be important. The referee, I don't think, is happy where England have put the ball. So it's Christoph with the foul on Sterling. Definitely a free kick. Sterling, I have to say, is up there for me. Probably been one of our better players. Right, sure, you need to redeem yourself a bit. I've not been too sure about you in this game, but if there's any time to prove me wrong, it's now and delivering a spotless free kick. Okay, sure. It's a good one. Kane! Oh, it's over. Oh, I wish we hit the target from that, but it was a good, really good free kick from Shaw. I tell you what, if Maguire got the head of that, it would have been a very similar goal to the one he scored against Sweden in the World Cup. We're 29 minutes gone, so we're just about 16 minutes left in this half. Jamie Gould, welcome to the stream. He's supporting England, of course we are. Good start, of course. You know, we got the very early goal. I've been a bit meh about their performance at the moment. You know, I would have wanted a bit better. Jamie Gould, welcome to the stream. It's been such a quiet stream, and I've noticed this. You know, the less people turn up is when England play. I guess it's either they watch the better streamers doing it, but also maybe if they just want to watch it themselves, that is what they do. But yeah, it was a good goal by Kane, and of course Ukraine had their chance as well. Oh, happy birthday for tomorrow, Jamie Gould. Yeah, that's right. Hopefully England could give you an early present and go through to the semi-final. That'll be 2 consecutive semi-finals in tournaments. You know, right now that would be unheard of, you know, in terms of our lack of success. But, yeah, what's important is that we get past this game. I've not been overly impressed, but I think that's just so common with England at the moment. Right, this referee, I don't know if... Okay, no, it's actually awarded to England. I swear, if he was given a Ukraine free kick there, I would have been saying that this ref's a bit dodgy. To be fair, I think he's done all right at the moment. Okay, here's Sancho. This is what I want to see from Sancho. Just pressing and trying to get himself into the box. And it's an England throw. That's exactly what I want to see Sancho do. Sancho's been kept quite quiet a little bit. But Mykolenko with a last-ditch tackle, giving it an England throw. So it looks like it's going to be Walker with the throw. Walker, you know, I've got to be honest. The fullbacks have not impressed me too much. We've not really had too many crosses in the box. And what happens is like when our fullbacks are just not as high up the pitch. But at the same time, we've just not really had the ball forward enough. We really haven't. And I think it's something Ukraine have worked on. I think it's something that they're going to try and prevent, which is England's crosses, which I think was so effective for us against Germany. I mean, 2 of our goals came from crosses, so it is going to be something that they'd be working on. But we need to create our chances from elsewhere, and we've not really been able to find a plan B at the moment. Sancho trying to find a pass to Mount, but it's not quite... Right, apparently the stream disconnected again. I don't know how. Come on, Sterling. Come on. Block. Oh, it's blocked. Rice with the shot. Oh, it's a save. Touch. Shot again. It's blocked. Oh. Right, it doesn't help that the people hearing it downstairs are ahead in time for me. So this TV is a little bit behind. So I'm probably going to likely hear if Ukraine score or England score. I didn't actually manage to hear when England scored their first goal. That was a chance. That was a real chance. Right, let's see this again. Rice. It was Rice with that volley. It was a good save by Bouchan. Mount kind of being scared of the shot, and he can't quite get the rebound either. That was a chance. Jamie Gould's watching it at home. Yeah, I think a lot of us are watching it at home at the moment. I mean, I'm at home. Some people are out in the pub at the moment watching this, which I'm not too surprised. So Rice and everyone's just having a drink at the moment. We've got to have a drinks break. Necessary, of course. So let's see this again. What are they replaying here? What's the point of replaying this? Have we got another injury from Ukraine, maybe? I have no idea. Okay, so if this was Sterling, it was good deflection. It was cleared. Rice with the shot. It was 2 at him. Kane trying to touch it. And Mount with the shot, but it's blocked. You have a beer before your 90th birthday. I mean, I've already drank and celebrated on behalf of you lot. But one thing that will get me to celebrate is, one, if England go through, which would be great. But if I get to 600 subscribers, which I am currently 8 away from. So touching distance from 800 subscribers. So if we can get to that, be terrifically appreciated. And I'll definitely be celebrating on everyone's behalf and on every single subscriber I have. Right, we might have an injury from Ukraine, actually. And I won't be too surprised for the fact that a lot of them played 120 minutes of football. It looks like Kustyov may be going off. And I think Tiangiov, I think, is the one going on for him. Yeah, he doesn't look good. He's limping. He must have pulled something, because I don't think he got this tweak in his knee by contact. I think it's because he overstretched it. Oliver Gaiman, that was a decent save there. Yeah, agreed. It was a pretty good save by Bushan. It was a bit too centrally at him, but it was a good volley. Kustyov is off and Tiganov is on. I really cannot say any of these names, but bear with me. 4 is off and number 15 is on. I was a bit meh about England since we scored our goal, but in the final 10 or so minutes, we've done a lot better pressing Ukraine, and that is what I wanted to see, you know, because Ukraine was starting to get a lot more joy down our half, and they were getting chances across. But now, since that Bushan chance, which has been about 20 minutes ago, you know, they've not really been at us. When was Ukraine's last game? It was the same day as England played Germany. They played at a later time, of course. They won 2-1 against Sweden, and of course they won after extra time. So they've played more minutes than we have done, but they have played on the same day as us. So they've had relatively the same amount of break, but of course they've played. Right, I don't know what's going on with this stream at the moment. I'm saying hi, but can't hear you at the moment. When I say yo, I can hear you. Oh, right. Well, I don't know. For some very, very bizarre reason, my chat is disconnecting quite a fair bit. But at the moment, we're just about to stay alive. It's still alive, but we're barely breathing, to quote the script. But I tell you who are breathing very well. England at the moment with that goal from Harry Kane in the opening 4 minutes, which has been brilliant. Okay, bit wasteful there. We have got within 8 minutes to half time at the moment. If I were to rank England's performance, I'd give it a solid 5, 6. You know, maybe a 6 for the fact we scored a goal, but I wouldn't really say anything else we did was really, really that brilliant. Okay, so Shaparenko on Sterling. It's not a good challenge. Might be a yellow card? I don't think so. Right, well, Shaparenko cannot afford to get a yellow card at the moment. Oh, Nightbot. Are you kidding me, Nightbot? You just stopped Oliver the Gamer from typing. Yeah, they nearly scored in the 20th. To be honest, yes, they got into the box, but we did well to defend it. But overall, Ukraine didn't really have a chance. You know, we blocked it, and that will happen. That will happen as long as we don't, you know, allow shots to go past our back line and test Pickford. Then I'm not going to be too worried. You said England will win 3-1. Interesting prediction. Of course, I said 2-0. I still think, based on what I've seen, I think the clean sheet will be intact. Right, Luke Shaw does quite well there. Sterling, Shaw. Oh, what's he doing? Sancho! It's a good save by Bushan. He was offside anyway. Okay, doesn't matter. Luke Shaw was offside. Oh my gosh. I get more nervy when I see England go forward. I'm just thinking, okay, what sort of way are they going to screw this up? And Luke Shaw has done so much crossing. I want him to shoot. Sancho couldn't do anything about that. I know Sancho probably should have scored that. You know, the fact he shot straight at him wasn't great. But it wouldn't have counted because Luke Shaw was offside in the build-up anyway. Right, come on, guys. We need to keep pushing. It's good to see more of you in this stream now, which is brilliant. If you haven't liked the stream, please do like the stream. It does really help. Please subscribe if you're new. It does really help. And please share this channel. It does really help. We are 8 subs away from 600. So we're getting mighty close from a big goal here. Okay, this is good play by Ukraine. They could be through here. Right. Good tracking back from England, but we've got to stop this chance. Yarmachuk. Oh, what are you doing? Right, it's a good block. I think it's Walker again. It's Walker again that leaves his man. Yeah, what's Walker doing here? He doesn't run and doesn't even see Yarmachuk there. It's a good block by Stones. But Walker, he's been treading on thin ice for me tonight. He really has. The fullbacks have really underwhelmed me today. I've been quite disappointed with them. Zinchenko in the corner. Right, good header by Shaw. Okay, that was a good... It was a foul anyway in the box, so anything that came from this wouldn't have counted. Yeah, Yarmachuk fouling Rice there. Yeah. God, he grabs him by his neck. So there's no booking for that. Okay. Okay. We're in the final 4 minutes of his half. Okay, yeah, there's nothing been going on at the moment. I think Yarmachuk might be another one that can't afford to get booked as well. No, I don't think he has actually got a cumulative yellow card at the moment, Yarmachuk. I think Yarmolenko does, but not Yarmachuk. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not saying it's just Walker. I think in general, our fullbacks just seem very... We don't look focused, to be honest. You know, looking at this Ukraine side who are full of energy... You know, I think it's a dangerous game when England are considered the favourites because I think we get lazy. And if Walker didn't mark his man, you know, that's how Yarmachuk got in through. You know, Walker should have been magnetic to Yarmachuk and actually ran with him. He allowed him space and time to run through, probably thinking that someone else was going to cover him. But Walker, you're supposed to be the most wide player in that position. It's going to be you who's going to cover that area. Right, England just booting the ball away into Ukraine's half. We're not really playing with too much of the ball now. Let's go to capture and let's see what they've defined. Look at this. So we obviously had that brilliant start. Then Ukraine got back into this. And then look at this spell here from Ukraine. That was when they had their chance from Yarmachuk. Then England maintained their control again. But then recently, it's now been back to Ukraine. We need to stop that. Here's Yarmolenko. Headed away, but still in the box. Headed away brilliantly by Short. Volley, and it's wide. Okay. I tell you what, I think we are conceding quite a fair few chances at the moment. We're definitely being outshot by Ukraine at the moment. It was not a convincing header by Stones. Oof, man. We're just falling asleep because we know we're going to win. I mean, to be honest with you, we can never take that for granted of England winning. But I think us being the favourites has made us lazy. And we need to up our game. We're not really, apart from the opening 10 minutes... We've not really turned up, which has been disappointing at the moment. Ukraine have. They want a game. They want to take it to extra time. And they know one goal will. And they would probably back themselves in extra time for the fact that they managed to beat Sweden over extra time recently. But what I'm also not liking is the fact that Ukraine have played for 120 minutes. But they're looking a lot more energetic than England are at the moment. We're really... I'm seeing some players run with energy, but it's just in desperation. We're not really we're not really running, attacking with our runs. You know, if we're trying to win an interception, we have to sprint for it. It's almost in desperate times where you've got to run, and you'd rather be controlled in terms of when you want to do your runs, and that's not what England have done. So at the moment, we're in the 44th minute. We are going to have to survive one more minute of this half. If Ukraine score before half-time, it would not be a good performance on England's part for whatsoever. I mean, we had that Rice chance, of course. Sancho had that chance. Of course, that was offside eventually. But Ukraine would feel they probably should have done a bit more. You know, we've had more shots on target, England, but Ukraine definitely have more shots, and that's down to us not really closing them down effectively. It's almost like we've exerted all of our energy against Germany, and now against Ukraine, okay, that was a good ball by them. But in the final third, Ukraine have let themselves down. If they had a better ball there, they could have had a chance. Here's Sancho. Sancho does well. He's riding a couple of challenges from Yarmolenko, and it's throwing to England. Well, I think a free kick, actually. We've got 3 minutes of stoppage time because we did have a couple of injuries from Ukraine, of course. Agreed, Oliver the Gamer. We do need another. I think if we have another, it changes the complexity completely. We get a lot more comfortable. And in the end, you know, we won't be as nervy, which I think is important. I just think we're a bit nervous. And we cannot have this nervous energy about us because it only encourage Ukraine to still press forward. Now, we've got a free kick. We've got 3 minutes to kill. Because Ukraine, you know, with a lot of their players playing 120 minutes, they are very likely going to have a couple of injuries. England have not really had any, you know, injuries at the moment, which is good, but at the same time, I've not been too impressed with the performance. You know, I reiterate, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. Mini Surge, welcome back to the stream. So to rank my performance at the moment, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. It really hasn't been too great. Although here comes Sterling. Sterling, for me, has done exactly what I want to see more. And it's a corner. It's a corner. There we go. It's a corner. Bloody hell. That assistant linesman took forever. Right, let's see. Oh, no. I think that should have been a goal kick. Oliver Gamer says we're cocky. Oh, yeah, it's a goal kick, right? They actually got it right. We're cocky because we beat Germany. Yeah, but how can you be cocky in a game? You know, that is just a poor attitude, really. I'm not seeing that, really. I'm just seeing, I don't know, just a lack of desire, really. And it's just lacking motivation, thinking, oh, it's Ukraine, it's not Spain or Germany or whatever. We need to play every single game thinking like every time you win, you know, you go through further in the competition. I'm not seeing any of that at the moment. And that's what I want to see from this England team. And, you know, I will praise it when it does well. But when you don't play good football and you win, you know, it's easier to pick it off and criticize it. And it's not me being toxic. You know, I will be very happy if England win in the end of this. Right, that will be a free kick for England. Maguire winning the free kick this time. Oh, player's not happy at the moment. So Yarmachuk, we always do amazing against good teams, but terrible against bad. I think that's the thing, really. Right, Yarmolenko's not happy with something. Maybe, to me, it was very, very theatrical for Maguire. And I think Ukraine are unhappy with that. We definitely need to get into half-time with this scoreline. If we can get another goal, it would be brilliant. But this will be the final attack, I think, this free kick. Maguire going to take it. Well, he's going to pass it back. Why are you passing it back? There's so many people forward. Right, Walker, and it's half-time. Well, it'll be 48 minutes I won't get back. That's all I'll say. We're winning 1-0, which is great. But I've really not been too convinced there. Right, Yarmachuk and Maguire still talking about that incident. Hopefully it doesn't form fireworks. You know, Maguire cannot get another yellow card. Otherwise, he will be banned for the next game. It could be a tactic from Ukraine trying to make sure the people with the yellow cards get a second yellow card, potentially. I don't know. I mean, if it is a tactic, it's a pretty scummy tactic, really, following the fact that they don't actually play in the tournament, but we do. Right. But going back to the punditry, it looks like Shearer, Lampard, and Ferdinand are going to be the pundits with Gary Lineker here. I mean, what can I say? I've not been too impressed. Let's actually look at capture properly. We've not really been able to look at its stats. We were a bit distracted with England's chances here. So look at that. Ukraine ended the half very well there, and that's what I've been disappointed with. So 0.83 on XG. Not amazing, but not terrible. Look at the possession. We just about edge Ukraine there in possession. But a lot of this possession is down there, you know, rather than up there. Ukraine's possession is more or less in the midfield and more advanced. 5 shots each, 2 on target, 1 off target, 1 off target each. 3 block shots to 2. So England's done well to block Ukraine out. 2 corner kicks to 0, 2 offsides there. 7 fouls to 2. One big chance, of course, we took that chance. 4 shots inside the box, 4-3. So Ukraine have been able to shoot a couple of times inside the box, which you've got to be careful with. 2 shots outside the box, 2-1. One goalkeeper save each. We just about edged in with passing, accurate passes and long balls as well. Dribbles 6-9. We've done better with that, but possession lost. They've lost. Look at that, 53 times. Duels won 18. It doesn't feel like that. I felt that Ukraine were winning most of the duels. 7 tackles and 6 interceptions, and that's what's been disappointing with England, for the fact we've not really kept the ball too well. But 8 clearances, so we have contributed a little bit in terms of our defensive play also. So that talks about my view on half-time. Let me know what you think in the comments. But that's an exquisite pass from Sterling. Honestly, I think the pass from Sterling is even better than the goal itself. Brilliant defense splitting pass. And Kane to get the goal, beats his man, he's onside, and it does go off Bouchan's shoulder, but it's on target enough for the fact he couldn't miss. So brilliant from Kane in the end to get that goal across. We are only on 4 likes at the moment. If we could push to 10, I'd be terrifically appreciative. Ooh, I am a bit of pain at the moment. I definitely should have had a drink of water. Oh, come on. You're back, Jack. Welcome back to the stream. It's been a relatively quiet stream at the moment. You know, I've noticed this. A lot of people, well, my most quieter streams are actually when England play, because I would say they quote-unquote watch the better streamers when England play, but also just the fact that they may not even watch YouTube. They actually may watch it with their families. But yeah, I've noticed not really many people have turned up, but we've got 4 likes in the moment. If we could push that, that'd be terrifically appreciative. At the moment, we're still 592, 8 away from 600, which would be brilliant. And I'll be thinking out loud in terms of my scheduling now. So tomorrow you'll see my reaction for this game, win, lose or draw. Monday you'll see a transfer show, me talking about latest transfers and stuff like that. But also Tuesday is when you'll see my predictions. We've only got 2 predictions with FIFA, of course. We've only got the 2 semi-final games. So it means for a longer stream, I might, you know, set them on a longer time setting. Of course, you'll see those predictions there. And Wednesday, I want to do predictions for Championship, maybe Premier League at some stage. Thursday, if I can, want to try and get, maybe then will be a reaction to England if we do get through to the semi-final. And then Friday, best for last maybe, would hopefully get a return of Football Fairy Tales. So that's my plan for YouTube. Please stay 1-0. You think you predicted England to win 1-0. In fact, I can quickly check now. Score predictions here. You have predicted 1-0 England. You have. I've predicted 2-0 England at the moment. So I've got 1 point, but one more goal would make it 3 points to me. And in fact, it'll be 2 correct scores out of 2 because I correctly predicted Czech Republic and Denmark. So if England score another one, it will be 2 correct scores out of 2. Can I check fantasy? Of course I can. I will do so. Good show, actually. Thank you for liking the stream, Jack. I know those were your 4 accounts, but yeah, thanks for that. Let's do this properly. Well, one thing that I will say There we go. I've risen up a little bit in the table. I'm now 4th place. Following that, I have Lukaku up there. Yarmolenko's given me 1. Christensen and Schmeichel. 3 for Schmeichel, 2 for Christensen. So they've done all right, to be fair. You know, Czech Republic scoring that goal. Whilst it did well for my prediction, didn't do too well for my fantasy. Oh, Rudy had Kane as captain. Oh, he's going to do better for me now. I was thinking I was going to catch up to Rudy, but now he's just got more points. Yikes. Yikes. Okay. Creeper Boy also with 28 points, but this is so irritating. If I changed those 3 players, I could easily have won this week. And AJ Watt is going to win this one as well. Kane there. Probably should have captained Kane, honestly. God, that is so irritating because silly old me forgot to change fantasy. I'm not going to be well in. So, Captain Grealish, of course, he's not playing, so that's a blow. But Sterling's there. He got the assist. Yarmolenko, Yarmachuk with 1 point each. Maguire there, and Christensen and Pickford with only 1 at the moment. But I'm assuming he'll get more. And we'll check Khalees. Oh, I mean, Milkshake. 1.40 there. Yeah, overall, very well split out. But that is so irritating. I've seen myself get over 20 points there. And if I actually remembered to change my team, I could have easily got 30. And that would have been a very crucial time for me to get 30 points as well. But now that Belgium are out, I now got to definitely change this team again. I really got to just like completely do an overhaul and actually spend a bit of time doing it. I always forget. Okay. I'm just doing a quick stretch in the moment. Oh. I'm just checking if I got a drink of water. It'll be 2 seconds. Got the smallest drop of water, which is not really going to help. But I guess it's all we can do. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Dad. Just gave me a cup of tea. What a lad. Okay. Honestly, I was just about to moan that I've literally got the smallest drop of liquids. But, nah, my dad pulled him through. If you know what TV show that is as well, you guys are legendary. It's like I said last stream that I forgot to, you had Grealish as captain, yeah. It happens, you know, it's rare that actually you, that, you know, the people who are watching me would make mistakes as well. But we all do. We all make the mistakes at some way or another. All right, looks like we've got an interview with Trent Alexander-Arnold at the moment. Oh, Trent in Walker's position. We need Trent Alexander-Arnold. It's such a blow. We can't have him. Oh, that injury against Austria, man. That injury against bloody Austria. Oh, damn. Well, you know what? At the moment, we're winning. So it's until we concede a goal from a fault from a player that I'm going to start blaming people. But at the moment, we've not conceded a goal. It's probably the longest time England have not conceded a goal either. You know, I've not been able... You know, one thing you've been able to get is people ranting of our style of play. But you've not been able to see any people rant about England conceding a goal. Because we've just not done that yet, haven't we? So... Oh, God, I'll tell you what, when that happens, they're going to really get into England because style of football's not great to watch. And, you know, our expectations are huge, and rightly so. Very rightly so. Right, thanks for 8 likes. Let's push to 10 likes if we can. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. We're 8 away. 8 subs from 600, which is amazing. If we can get that, that'll be incredible. Honestly, if we get to 600, I'll not only celebrate England potentially winning, but celebrating 600 subs as well. Probably would drink from your guys' behalf as well. Right, excuse me. Gotta try this tea. It's nice and hot as well. Blimey. Very, very nice of my dad to make that for me. because I tend to do the tea making around the house. But yeah, one thing that my dad guarantees when he makes tea, he always makes sure that it's nice and hot. Nice and hot in temperature, by the way. Jack in good spirits, singing "It's Coming Home." We'll watch the second half, and we'll decide whether that will be the case. But every time England win a game, you know, it's not like we watch England play and they improve. We just see England play and they grind out results, and we really got to up our game against Denmark, because we lost to Denmark last time in Wembley. We got to really, really up our game. Yeah, you make tea and coffee. Yeah, I same here. I always make the tea and I always make the coffee. Coffee much easier to make than tea, because coffee, you don't need to worry about tea bags and stuff. But no, it's very rare that anyone else does tea making. But since I'm streaming, you know, I can't actually make tea. And my grandparents are downstairs, which is probably why they wanted tea at this time. Oh. Right, well, second half starting soon. It's going to be a big 45 minutes for England. I mean, I tell you what, I'm trying to make some filler content to try and make the 15 minutes not unbearably bored. But right now, for the fact that barely anyone's here, I've not been able to answer many questions. Oh, apparently I've achieved my stand goal on my watch, which is great. We have had 3 shots on target combined, which has just been for England. I want to see more. I really do. It's not. I don't want to be that whiny kid that really wants more from it. But when you're watching a game and you're seeing those players out there and you're seeing how we're playing, you can't really help but say, you know, I could definitely see a lot more from this team than what they're performing out right now. Right, second half, I want to see improved performances from the fullbacks, because I've been disappointed with them. We've not been crossing nearly enough. In terms of anyone, I mean, the central defenders have been well. Well, I say Sterling and Sancho have done all right. Sancho, I think people would say, oh, he's been quite quiet. But honestly, from what I've seen, Sancho, he really, really offers something there, and if Southgate's going to keep Sancho on the pitch, I'm excited to see what he does. But I want to see Grealish on. I do like to see maybe Calvert-Lewin go on at one stage, you know, just to offer something different. But that might not be likely. I think he'll keep Kane on. Right, second half just about to start. We've got to get the timer ready. Am I going to do it in time? Right, no changes made by either team. Second half starts. We're 45 minutes away from a semi-final. Now what England need to do, score 1 goal and hold on for dear life. And good start, we've already got a free kick. And that's what we need. Just simply this intensity, this danger. Right, it is... yeah, it's not the most worst challenge I've seen, but it would be a free kick to Kane. Sidlechuk with that foul. It looks like it's going to be Shaw or maybe Sancho taking it. Shaw, last time he did a free kick, it was a very good one. Kane, unfortunately, headed it over. If any of us do get a header from this free kick, we do need to hit it on target. Might be Sancho taking it, you know, but for me, it should be Shaw. Shaw taking the free kick. Header! Yes! Come on! It's a goal for England! And it's Harry Maguire. Did I say he could score one of those goals again? This is giving me flashbacks to World Cup 2018. He scored a second against Sweden. He scored a second goal against Ukraine. It's 2-0. Well, it didn't help I kind of heard downstairs. Downstairs are watching it as well. But wow, this is what we needed. 2 early goals. I cannot believe this. This is literally giving me flashbacks of when he scored that header against Sweden in World Cup 2018. Very similar. Free kick, short. Oh, is it off? Could his arm be off? I don't know. Oh, I'm nervous now. I'm now very nervous. Every time they pause it, I feel like they're going to check. I think they're going to check with VAR here, but I'll make the changes here and just hope that we get away with it. Oh, I want this to be onside so bad. Please. Please. I'm not getting any hints that he's off. No, it's not off. It's a goal. Gets in. Harry Maguire with the goal. It's 2-0. The two Harrys, the two heroes of this game. I tell you what, now I'm feeling much more comfortable. And I said 2-0 England as well. Wow, this could be two correct positions in a day. Brilliant stuff here. Okay, it now feels so much more better. We can now, just make sure that we don't concede too many chances. Right, Ukraine, we cannot afford them to immediately get back into this. Good clearance by Rice. It's a throw-in for Ukraine. Let's just have the sip of tea. Get in. Oh my gosh. RIP headphone users. That'll be a good one for the compilation if anyone was to make a Let's Us Euro 2021. Another Ukraine throw. That's all right. Just if we keep pushing them back, I don't mind this. There goes your prediction again. Well, you'll still inevitably get the 1 point for the correct result. Sometimes getting just one correct point, is better than predicting with someone who's completely predicted the wrong result. It's important anyway. And I felt it was a bit unfair for me just to only reward just 1 point for getting a correct score since it's so difficult to do it. Wow. Okay. At the moment, I'd get 6 points out of 6 for today. And that has not happened often when I do predictions. But I am really quite amazed. I'm quite amazed. But here come Ukraine here. Got to be a bit careful here. Okay. Ukraine just having a bit of the ball now, which is fine. Mykolenko down to Suchorichuk. Gets the better of Calvin Phillips there. A bit disappointed by Phillips there. I wanted him to do a bit better there. But what we're doing well is that we're restricting Ukraine from pushing forward. That's what we need. Okay, really good from Sancho. Great interception. And now here come England again. On the counter-attack. Here's Mason Mount leading it. Mount to Sterling. Sterling getting into the box. Short with the cross. Kane with the header, and it's 3! It is 3 for England. I'm sure now we're through. Right, well, I've not got a correct prediction then. But it is 3 goals for England. This is exactly what we needed. Brilliant stuff. 3 Harrys with the goals. Harry Kane with his second goal. It's going to be a mountain to climb for Ukraine now to get back into this. 3-0. And it was a brilliant goal from the counter-attack, exposing Croatia's defence. Mount to Sterling. He gives it to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw with an exquisite cross, finding Harry Kane's head. And I said I wanted an improvement from Luke Shaw in his half. He has most certainly given me an improvement here. It is now 3-0. Oh, the goalkeeper, I think, should have done better with that. But England have now made it very, very comfortable. And that's exactly what we needed. We needed to get rid of his nerves that it was just only 1 goal we were winning by. It's 3-0. And who's to say England can't score more? Right. I'm not going to sing Badil Skinner is coming home yet. It is Ukraine. We've got to remember that. Denmark is going to be our real test. So that's what we've got to do. But even again, Ukraine could score 3. They've got 40 minutes still. 40 minutes is, barely any time in football. But scoring those 2 goals in 4 minutes has changed the game so dramatically. You have no idea. Once again, it doesn't help that my family are watching it downstairs, so I can always hear before I react. But man, I really hoped I wanted to celebrate one of the goals, and Maguire's goal needed to be that other one. Right. Joshua Frood said it would be 3-1 England, so one Ukraine goal would be making his prediction look really good at the moment. Bushan is given a 5.7 rating, probably thinking he should have done better with that third goal. Good clearance again by Maguire. Maguire's been brilliant. He's shown to me now. Oh my gosh, nah. I tell you why Maguire was onside. It was Zinchenko who played him onside. The other half of Manchester keeping Maguire onside, and that is how he got his goal. I thought he was off, but I didn't even notice Zinchenko had his arm out like this, which is what played Maguire onside. It's 3-0, and to be honest, based on what I saw in this game, it doesn't feel like it should be 3-0 England, but we've taken our chances. Ukraine have not. Ukraine have not created much. To be fair, nor have England, but it just goes to show when England can create chances, they can get their goals. Now, Ukraine have got a mountain to climb here. They need to really, really play their best football they've ever done if they want to try and get back into this. Thanks to 4 of you watching. We're finally starting to get some people here. If you haven't liked the stream, please do like the stream. It does really help. Please subscribe if you're new, or if you haven't done it, it does really help. We're 8 subscribers away from 600 subscribers, which would be absolutely amazing. May not celebrate that as hard as, you know, with Maguire and Kane scoring those goals there, but I would still celebrate on you behalf. Not going to lie, when I do my predictions, I kind of do them quick. I don't really think about it. Let's drink to that. I mean, in terms of my predictions, I want some form based on it. You know, when it goes to championship predictions, I do have a lot of thought in those. These Euro predictions, I don't bring nearly as much thought, but championship ones, I think the longest I've ever spent on them has been 10 minutes doing 12 matches. Just a lot of research, checking injury lists, you know, record head-to-heads, things have been said, things have been worked on, formations. All of that's so important when you're finding that out. So here is Kane. Rice to Sancho here. It feels so weird now that now we're not nervy about watching England now. And England's side scoring 3 goals. Unbelievable. That is quite amazing, to be honest with you. I don't think anyone I have seen has predicted 3-0 England. I could be wrong. In fact, I can quickly check my predictions. Well, everyone's predictions now. Has anyone predicted 3-0 England? There's a 2-0 England, 2-1 England. No, FPL Yellow Army has currently got it right. 3-0 England. Another 2-1 England. Oh, Charlie Brown's got 3-0 England. Okay, I beg to differ. Some people, quite a lot of people have predicted 3-0 England. So, yeah, I beg to differ there. But I have got one score right, which is the Czech Republic and Denmark game, which I'm actually quite surprised I got right, to be honest with you. You know, I was thinking it was going to be 2-0, but that shit goal obviously gave me the correct score. Schick is now the top goal scorer of Euro 2020. How amazing is that? Right, here come England again. Mount, trying to find Sterling. And already I'm seeing England doing a lot more attacking going forward. That's what I want. And they are winning the ball better in that midfield too, which I think is what we needed as well. We've definitely done better there. Ukraine giving the ball away, and that is what... Okay, it's a free kick. That's harsh. That is a very harsh free kick to give away there. Yarmolenko's been fouled. I haven't really been able to have a chance to see who fouled him. It was an off-the-ball incident. Right, Henderson's going on. Maybe for minutes. I wouldn't say he needs to go on. I think he may be on maybe for Rice or... Alright, yeah, Rice is going off, and Henderson's going on. Probably would have subbed off Phillips rather than Rice, honestly. But maybe it's knowing that Rice, you know, definitely needs to be in full fitness against Denmark. And Henderson will be going on. Good for experience. I wouldn't say good on fitness at the moment. He's got to play 34 minutes of football. If any of you can get what TV show is on this mug, by the way, you guys are legendary. Oh, I'm just... Oof. Okay. What we've done so much better in this half is the interceptions. We've really struggled to get some interceptions from Ukraine. Now we've done that, we've either countered, which has been really effective going forward, because it means Ukraine exposed gaps, but we either do that, or we play our pragmatic, boring style of play, but it means we're holding Ukraine, you know, away from the ball. I know we're inviting them to really, you know, defend deep, but with the quality, and if we get our players in the right positions, then we don't need to worry about that. Good retreat, well retrieved by Sancho there. Just like our ball control has been really good. You know, apart from that one Walker situation where we let Yarmachuk pretty much go through on goal, we've been controlling the ball rather well. And that's the area I've been more impressed with, really. But honestly now, we look so dangerous going forward. It makes me frustrated that, you know, we could definitely do it more. But what a pass. Finding Mount. Oh, Mount. Nearly Mount found Harry Kane there. I won't lie. Mount's had a pretty quiet game. I'm a bit disappointed, to be honest with you. But it is well blocked by Matvienko, number 22. It's going to be very interesting when I do my player ratings, because I would have watched the whole 90 minutes of this one, so I definitely would have every reason of rating all these teams. Sancho again in a great position. Good play between Sancho and Mount to find Kane. Kane, he tries to find Henderson, but it's well defended again by the same player, Matvienko. Ukraine are on the ropes right now. They cannot afford to concede another goal. They really cannot. I don't think any team has ever gone 3-0 up against Ukraine. Yeah, Netherlands didn't. I know they scored 3 against Ukraine, but they haven't gone 3-0 up against Ukraine. So, England have done well in that regard. Oh, Sancho, a bit disappointing there. He does lose his battle against Mykolenko. When I had Kane in my team, he did shocking. When I took him out, he's outstanding and scored. Yes, I took Kane out before round of 16. And now Kane has got 3 goals to his name, which is so irritating. I had him I was able to fit him with Lukaku, and I would have got unbelievable points. But I'm almost worried if I'm going to bring him back against Denmark, he won't score a goal again. Right. Shaw. Henderson. To John Stones. We've got 30 minutes of this game left, unfortunately. Okay. Maguire. John Stones. To Henderson. To Carl Walker here. Henderson. Guys, I mean, I say guys, I think there's only one person watching, but if there's anything in Football Fairy Tales you want me to cover, I don't want to call it Football Fairy Tales, by the way. I'm still trying to figure out a new name for a series, for Football Tales, Football Legends. I don't know. I'm trying to think of names to the second part of this bunch of videos for this series, because I want to make more of those videos because they're so fun to make. They're so much fun to make. They take an eternity, but they're so much fun. There's so much fun for me to make. Walker to Henderson. What's that about? Basically, when we had the first lockdown, I made a series called Football Fairy Tales, and basically, it's going through the history of a football club. I covered Barnsley, Leeds, Rochdale, Portsmouth, Reading, and I think, oh my gosh, that was close. Nearly the hat trick. Wow, Kane, you almost rudely interrupted me. I think it was that a save? So Henderson with the pass, it's headed away. Oh, what a save by Bouchan. That is an incredible save. I thought that was in. It was a brilliant volley, but an even better save by Bouchan. He has stopped the scoreline being so embarrassing for Ukraine, but we've got a corner. And if Luke Shaw's taking it, you'd almost back Maguire or Kane to win a header. No, it's Mount taking the corner. Mount, head on, it's in! Well, it's Jordan Henderson. Well, I said I wasn't sure of him going on, but I beg to differ now. Henderson's got the goal. It's 4. 4 for England. 4 goals. I'm not exaggerating. 4. 4 goals for England. He's taken 5 minutes. 5 minutes for him to go on. He's already got a goal. I tell you what, we are so dangerous when it comes to set pieces. That is what we've got to play to our strength a lot more of. Our set pieces. Every time we have a set piece, we get a chance. And right now, we've been so dangerous in that area. He's onside. It's poor defending, but he's onside there. Let's see who's supposed to... Oh, it's really poor. Poor defending. But you can't take that away from Henderson. It's a terrific goal. And England through to the semi-final. 4-0 winners, potentially. That is quite outstanding. I'm not used to this. Yeah, that's... are we feeling okay? I think we are. I think we are trying to cope at the moment. Right. Ukraine are making some changes. It looks like Bellingham and Rashford are going on. Right, Makienko's on for Sadorchuk. Bellingham's going to go... oh, no, we've got a triple substitution. Trippier is on for Shaw. I think Bellingham will go on for Rice. And Rashford may go on for Sterling or Sancho. Don't know which one. Or Trippier could go on for Walker, actually. No. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Trippier's going on for. Shaw's been brilliant. Shaw has been brilliant, to be fair, in the second half. And it's Sterling who's going off. And it's Rashford who's going on. Probably a wise choice by Southgate, actually, saving him, for Denmark. Rashford's now on. And Jude Bellingham I saw going on. And I think he's going on for Phillips. And I think... Is that... No, that's 4 subs. We still have 1 substitute left. 1, 2, 3. Yep, Phillips off, Bellingham on. That's right, Jack. Your boy, Jude Bellingham, is playing for England. I'm probably not going to have any space in the away end at the moment. I've got to keep adjusting the text. I don't want to shout too much because my grandparents are downstairs and I don't want to frighten them. They keep laughing every time I scream. I hope that's the last time we score, though, to be fair. I think 4 goals is brilliant. I think that will be the joint biggest winning margin of this tournament as well, which is brilliant. I think we've shown up Ukraine a bit, and Shevchenko. Lack of experience, maybe. Did well in the first half, but I think it's because England were just a bit, pedestrian-like, a bit nervy. Second half, we've come out completely different. And what we've seen is that we do so well at set pieces, which was clear. And it's good that we're, chopping and changing our players already, getting the minutes. Making sure our star players are getting some space. Here's Rashford now. Oh, look at Rashford. And I think that's a corner. We are not done yet. We want another goal. We've got Ukraine have got 24 minutes to end this mass destruction. That's all I can say. Ooh, this is probably going to be the only times I can actually feel cocky doing this. Good corner. Maguire with a header. Oh, it wasn't as good this time. Mount didn't really deliver that good of a corner there. Mount's redeemed himself as well for the fact he got the assist for the Henderson goal from that corner. But overall, Mount I've been a little bit let down by. He's done what he needs to do, but I felt for me he could have done a little bit more. Kane's going to get a great rating from scoring 2 goals. Henderson is even going to get a good rating for him just going on the bench and already scoring a goal. You know, I think a lot of people, you know, don't really look at Henderson and thinking what he offers, but likewise with Kane, he would run a mile to not only defend, but to score a goal. He's Mr. Reliable, and I think that's one thing you've got to give credit to Henderson there. Sancho, who's still on the pitch, which I'm glad that he's likely going to get 90 minutes there, unless Foden goes on. Okay, Henderson gives out away. Alright, Ukraine have barely touched the ball in this half, I won't lie. It's been pretty one-way traffic. Okay, now here come Ukraine with a small spell of possession. I'm being a bit surprised there's only been 2 subs for Ukraine. Mikhailenkov. Okay. Having a bit more on the ball at the moment, Ukraine. Sabarini down to Matyenko. Going to give it to Shinchenko? No, he's going to give it to Mikhailenko. Oh, and just poor again from Ukraine. Just giving the ball away and just losing now in key areas. And is Tiskankyov, the substitute, who's basically just kicked the ball out of play by accident. We're still on 8 likes. If we could push to 10 likes, I'd be terrifically appreciative. England now the throw-in. Walker. Harry Kane. It's well tackled, but it's now back to Jude Bellingham. What a pass from Bellingham. And now England going on the counter-attack. He finds Mason Mount. He's going to give it to Rashford here. Rashford with a couple of players. Mount getting into the box is a brilliant block, though. It is a very heroic block, actually. Who was that who blocked it? I think it was a substitute. Yeah, Makarenko. Oh, I didn't need to say Macarena. Makarenko, brilliant defensive block. Oh, okay. Oh, bit nervy. Oh, what are Ukraine doing? They had a chance there. Oh, my God. A bit of a miscommunication from the back for England. Pickford doesn't get enough of a good touch on a clearance. And with an open goal, Ukraine failed to shooting it. And Pickford is definitely putting his part to blame here. He doesn't get... What is Pickford doing there? He doesn't anywhere clear it anywhere as near. Bit fortunate there, but it probably wouldn't determine the result. But if you want to keep the clean sheet, Pickford, you've got to be a bit careful with that. I recognise that ref. I don't know where I've seen this referee, but I recognise him. Who is he? Dr. Felix Bright. Oh, I most definitely have seen him do other games. Maybe Champions League stuff, but I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Okay. Here's Sancho. It's good to see some Bundesliga players playing for this England side as well, which is good to see. Stones to Mount. I'm going to give it to Trippier. Going to give it to Rashford. Rashford's got some options here. He's going to give it to Maguire. Now to Mount, Henderson, Maguire. Now down to Stones. We've got 20 minutes left. I've got to be a bit careful there from Walker. Nearly gave the ball to Yarmolenko there. Maguire now with a load of space. I've been very disappointed with Ukraine's press. It seems a bit more laboured now. They had so much energy with our press in the first half. But now, England can now just pass the ball almost in their sleep. And it's like they can't run at them from full speed, which is so disappointing for Ukraine's part. So Maguire gives it to Mount, Rashford, Trippier, Henderson. A couple of one-touch passing, which I'm not used to seeing England do. What a pass. Brilliant pass from Bellingham. Mount, Rashford, Bellingham again. I've been so impressed with Bellingham. I almost said Birmingham, but I've been impressed with Birmingham producing this talent known as Jude Bellingham because he's been brilliant so far. I've really been happy of what he's contributed. What's happened here? Right, I think England got a free kick. I think, yeah, it was a challenge from Yarmachuk. A bit of frustration there. Right, final sub. Calvert-Lewin is going on for Harry Kane. I did say that Harry Kane would potentially get subbed off. All right, that's the foul. It was on Henderson. Kane is off. He won't get his hat-trick, but he's definitely done us proud. That's for certain. 2 goals today. Back to his best. He's going off the pitch, and he's been replaced by Dominic Calvert-Lewin. So that is all 5 of our subs down. So you'd hope in the last 18 minutes we do not get another injury. Otherwise, we will be having a numerical disadvantage. Calvert-Lewin's only Euro appearances have been from the friendlies. So I'm interested to see how he gets on. Okay, free kick taken. Rashford on the left. Rashford, oh, it's well tackled. Ukraine have done what they needed to do. They tackled well there. But we're pressing very well. Where was this in the first half? That's what I want to know. Where was this from England in the first half? You know, I've been so used to England criticizing England for saying that they play in the first half better than the second. Oh, careful. Okay, we're fine. Having enough players at the back has helped us here. And good kick from there. Lingard's played for us. Demarai Gray. I know Demarai Gray has. I didn't know about Lingard, to be honest with you. I know Lingard went to Derby, but that maybe was after Birmingham. I don't know. I never knew that. Shot. Good save by Pickford. Finally, Ukraine trying to ask something, but it's been from outside the box. Ukraine have just not been able to have enough shots from inside the box. Finally, Ukraine with their first shot on goal is Marenko, the substitute, who I think for me has been their better player in the second half. Marenko, not only going forward, but defensive work as well has been brilliant. But overall, it's been disappointing from Ukraine in this half. Charlie Brown saying he's coming home. I mean, it will be very easy to get carried away now with four goals up. I mean, if we get past Denmark, you might hear those words slip my mouth, and I may mean it. Right, just to scored 3 or 4 goals on his debut. I'm pretty sure. Is that Lingard you're talking about? If so, then I'm not too surprised. He's a very hot and cold player in his career. But I was explaining what my schedule is. So tomorrow I'm going to do my reaction to this game. It'll be a nice reaction. Monday will be the transfer show. Oh, good. I was going to say a very dangerous cross, but it's well defended by Ukraine, and it will be a throw-in for us. Monday will be the transfer show. Tuesday will be me potentially predicting the Championship or the Premier League. I have got a shift on Tuesday, but as long as if I'm awake on time, then I should be all right with that. Wednesday will be my score predictions for the semi-finals. Thursday, who knows what I'll do on Thursday, to be honest with you. I've not even thought. Thursday will be my reaction to the England game. I think. Right, handball there. Do England play their semi-final game on Wednesday? I don't actually know. I need to double check that. Yeah, we do. We play our semi-final game on Wednesday. Oh, so Thursday. Yeah, Thursday will be my reaction to that game. And then Friday will be potentially the revival of Football Fairy Tales. But it won't be called Football Fairy Tales. I'm trying to think of a way to rename it. Football Legends. You know, I don't know. Kane is closing in on Rooney's record, is he? Oh, yeah, of course he would be. Yeah, he will be. Kane is really closing in. And if he just stays fit for the rest of his career, then I don't see any reason why he won't get there. Well, ADT, welcome to the stream. I was just explaining my schedule for this stream. Of course, I'm happy with his performance, but tomorrow you're going to see my reaction to this game. Monday, transfer show. It's needed. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. Tuesday, potentially predictions on the championship. Legends of football, tales of football. Tales of football doesn't sound too bad. Basically, you know, if that's not a bad shout, Charlie, to be fair. You know, I don't want to use fairy tales again because I just think it sounds very twee now. So I just want to bring it back, call it Legends of Football, Tales of Football. You know, that doesn't sound too bad. All right, Pickford, what are you doing there? OGs of the My Football. Yeah, but that would be if I wanted to focus on a particular player. I want to do a team. And I want to do a championship team. I've been thinking which one to do. I've been thinking of like a positive, you know, trajectory. You know, like a team like Luton. I've been thinking of doing that. I've been thinking of Blackpool because I think they've got a great story. I don't want to do Derby at the moment as it looked like it'll be me copying BENHD at the moment. Birmingham might be one I might do. Blackburn I think will be a great one to do as well. Premier League winners to now. There's a couple. Forest, of course, their European success to now could be a good one. Right, Ukraine. Oh, good clearance by Maguire. Finally, Ukraine are trying to ask more questions going forward. They've just not been fluid enough in their passing in this half, Ukraine. But yeah, Friday is when I want to do it. I can't promise you that I will be able to do it based on my shifts, but because they do take me quite a long time to make, but I really enjoy making them, and I think it'll be a really good video on the channel. It'll just be something new. The Mighty Escape. I mean, yeah, that could be something I can refer to for Birmingham. Oh, okay, Zinchenko. This could be a chance for Ukraine here. Oh, good block. And it's going to be a corner from Ukraine. We've gone back a gear a bit. Now Ukraine are starting to go and look a bit dangerous here. I know we've got 4 goals, but, you know, let's try and keep this clean sheet. Come on, guys. We're going to make sure we keep this clean sheet. Thanks to 6 of you watching, and thank you for 10 likes as well. I do appreciate that. Now, all of a sudden, we're starting to get a couple more people here. If you haven't liked the stream, please do so. It does really help the channel. Please subscribe. Okay, corner comes in. Good defending by Calvert-Lewin. Good defending. If you haven't liked the stream, please do so. Please subscribe if you're new, or if you haven't, it does help. We're 8 away from 600, incredibly, which would be a brilliant achievement. If we can achieve, if I could celebrate England winning and getting 600 subs, it'll be honestly one of the happiest days of my life. But yeah, we were just talking about a new series I want to do on this channel about Tales of Football, Legends of Football. I'm still not sure what to name it, but it's going to be a football commentary thing, a bit HITC Sport-esque, I think, but I don't want to completely rip off their style. It'll be my own comedy, my own performing techniques, my own presentation techniques, the own way of me talking, and my own theme. And I've been thinking of championship teams. Luton, I'm tempted to do. Birmingham, I want to try. Blackburn's definitely one I will do eventually, from Premier League winners to now. Forest is a good one. I don't want to do Derby yet because I feel like it would almost feel like I'm copying BENHD if I'm doing Derby. So I'm not going to do that yet, but I will do so in the future. If we hear more about Derby versus the EFL, then I might just have to. But at the moment, it's gone a bit quiet now. So we can leave Derby and do their own thing. Wycombe will be a good one to do as well. But I definitely want to do it with a championship club. And if you guys leave some suggestions, I'll most definitely put them on board. Because right now, the best people for feedback is you guys. You really do speak the volumes of my channel. You really do. The Escape Masters. I definitely am thinking of probably calling Birmingham that, to be honest with you. Thanks everyone for watching this stream now. We're getting a couple of more people here. I'm quite amazed. If you haven't liked the stream, please do so. Please subscribe if you're new, or if you haven't. We're 8 away. I was going to say 6. We're 8 away. Okay, here's Rashford. Oh, he's not going to catch up with that. It was an ambitious looping ball there. It's the 81st minute now. You know, to be honest, you know, even if we're not really doing too well going forward, I don't mind. We've scored 4 goals. England, that is right. We have scored 4 goals in a single game. I would say 3 of them have come from set pieces. So we are so dangerous at set pieces, and that's got to be our strength when we go against Denmark. If Denmark are good at defending set pieces, then England have got to find another way to score. But right now, with us not conceding the goal yet, I would say, then we're doing well. And we're winning the ball well in the midfield now. All right, here's Mount. Now to Rashford. It's good that we've chopped and changed the squad as well, resting a lot of good players as well. Giving them, rest, if we got to play Denmark as well, which I think is important. Okay, here's Walker. Down to Sancho. I'm so happy Sancho's going to get 90 minutes here. Brilliant work by Sancho. Come on. Oh, yeah, that will be a foul given against him. Oh, that's a shame. I thought he actually did well to get ahead of Mykolenko, but Mykolenko does his job well and defends it. But Sancho has been a good spark. I wouldn't say he's set the world alight as I probably would have liked, but he's been something new, something different for England. And I think that is what people have really, really wanted to see from England. And I actually think, when we have that, we're such an unpredictable team to play up against. Let's go to capture, actually, because I think this is a good time to go on to capture and see all the stats. Yeah, so let's do that. Right. Look at this momentum here. Majority of it all in England's way now. Ukraine having a small spell near the end, but that's got to be natural when they want to try and get one goal. Yarmachuk, it's well defended. Here's Calvert-Lewin to Jordan Henderson. Okay, yeah, there won't be a goal out of that. Here's Bellingham. Bellingham doing well. Jordan Henderson, yeah, we're fine. So look at these subs here. 1.98 in XG compared to the 0.31. It's been quite close with possession, honestly. But now we've outshot Ukraine and 6 shots on target. And that's what I've been impressed with. We were outshot by Germany. We've now outshot our opposition and 6 on target as well. We've been very clinical, which I think has been so important. 2 shots off target to 1, 4 block shots to 2. So England, defending-wise, have been immaculate for that. 3 corner kicks to 2, 2 offsides there. And 2 of our goals have actually come from corners, unbelievably. So, brilliant stuff. In fact, no, I might be wrong on that. In fact, no, I don't know if I'm wrong. But yeah, 10 fouls to 4, 0 big chances there. 4 big chances, and we've scored all 4 of them, which I think has been so important that we are so clinical going forward there. 8 shots inside the box to 3, 4 shots outside the box to 2. 569 passes to 5 to 1, 517 for 60, 22 long balls to 13 there, 5 crosses there, 11 dribbles. Looking at 91 possession loss. That's one of the highest amounts of possession loss I've seen in a single team. Duels 136, tackle 16. Yeah, quite comprehensively. Ukraine have to do that a little bit more there. 8 interceptions to 7, 11 clearances to 7 there. Yeah, so brilliant. I've been so impressed with England today. Not first half, but second half, I've been very impressed. In that 20-minute period, was England at their best for me. Oh, got to be a bit careful in this, though. Hang on. Well defended by Henderson. There we go. And good recovery. That's what we need. There's going to be times where the opposition gets into the box, but it's about being calm and recovering well. And we've done that with so much calm and composure. The only bit that we didn't have composure was that Walker mistake, and also when Pickford went out of his goal and tried to clear the ball where he couldn't. Other than that, we've been very, very calm, which I've been very impressed with. No surprise, a lot of you are watching Mark Goldbridge play. 17k watching, bloody hell. How's Benjamin Bloom doing? 123, yeah, blimey. No, that's a good, healthy amount of viewers on for Benjamin Bloom there. Here's Rice. Maguire. Pickford to Stones. Well, at this rate, we're 5 minutes away from consecutive European semi-finals, which is brilliant. But what's important now is about, winning them. That's the thing. What I would say, we've actually looked better compared to what we have looked in World Cup 2018. Not by much, but I think we have been a little bit better, which is good. 3.5 minutes to the end of the game, guys. So, who's been your man of the match? My man of the match, for me, would have to go to Harry Kane. 2 goals, I think, says everything. I think Harry Kane needs to get man of the match. He's been so dangerous going forward. Alright, well, Ukraine are just trying to play it a bit of the ball and they're not really good. Onto your second beer, not bad. I mean, I've had 2 drinks already, which is probably why my throat is killing. I mean, if I want to try and maintain a bit of a diet, I can't really exceed 2 drinks. The only time I'd really exceed 2 drinks is if I'm drinking with mates and stuff. You know, for social purposes. But, yeah, when it's just me, myself, and I... might as well just have a bit of a limit. Right, here's Ukraine with the cross. It's well defended by Stones. Although it's given away quite cheaply there. Let's see if we can keep this clean sheet, which would be very, very nice. And we've done very, very well. Very organised. I'm liking this. The mighty Slabhead. Oh no, I think it was Maguire who did that run, actually. I mean, I tell you what, he's been so influential in that whole entire game. Really has been. Maguire's been another one. And do you know what's also been really encouraging? No yellow cards, which is brilliant. But one thing we do got to be careful from, you know, Maguire. Yeah, I think it's Maguire. There's 2 others, Phillips, and I can't remember who the other one was. But they're on 1 yellow card. If they get another one, they will miss the next match. And in that case, it will be the final. So we've got to be a bit careful with that when we're facing Denmark. But we've done well to help with our discipline and, you know, not have any of our players miss the next match. And one thing I will say about, you know, most of the other teams, you know, have beaten like the big teams, you know, like the Switzerlands and the Ukraines. They've needed to disrupt the flow of the play of the bigger team, you know, and that's how they'll get yellow cards. And they'll get themselves banned. And I think in the long run, it doesn't work out. You know, Switzerland's luck ran out. Czech Republic's luck ran out with that technique. And looks like Ukraine's luck has now run out with that technique as well. Although I don't actually think they've got anyone suspended, Ukraine. I think they had them suspended previously, though. I think the only injury they had was it Messina? I can't remember his name. The one who got absolutely annihilated from Danielson with that awful tackle. Not nice. Right, we're into the final minute, the 89th minute. How many minutes of added time are we having? I don't think we're going to have anything more than... I think 3. I'll be very surprised if we have 5. But I think it'll be 3. We've really not had any breakages in this game. Right, yeah, that's not a penalty. Zinchenko trying to be a bit theatrical there. And okay, I thought I was going to go out for a throw-in, but Ukraine still have the ball. 90th minute has hit. Oh, well. Wow. No added time. Final whistle. That's very rarely happened. No added time here. And just like that, England are through. Just like that. Get in. Come on. Wow. So England are through. 4-0 victors against Ukraine. Probably felt a bit bad for Ukraine, which is probably why he blew the whistle very, very quickly there. But now then, 2 consecutive European semi-finals. It's Denmark in the way to the final, and we'll play either Spain or Italy. Which of these 2 teams would you rather play against if we get through to the final? Let me know in the comments below. Let's quickly analyze capture, and then that will wrap it up for this stream already. So, look at that. In the ratings there, it looks like Phillips has got the lowest rating with Walker and Sancho. Sancho getting that is a bit harsh for me. Sure, you know, he's really improved his rating there. Rice has done well. Mount I think is a bit generous, I won't lie. Kane, maybe a 9 out of 10 maybe should be required. 1.98 there. Look at the possession, very close. But 10 shots to 7, 6 shots off target there. 4 block shots to 2, 3 corner kicks to 2 there. 10 fouls to 4. Ukraine have just not really had anything. They didn't really offer much. We've just about outpassed them there, and we were just that little bit better than them. And creating chances and going forward, we've looked so much better. So, the team we play is Denmark. They got through against Czech Republic. So, now we're wrapping up for this stream already. You're so happy England win before my 90th birthday, best birthday ever. Yeah, brilliant. It'll even be better if they can get to the final. You know, who would have known in our lifetime we would see England play in a final, maybe? Fingers crossed, we only got one team in the way to the final, and it's Denmark. We need to really play the game of our lives there. But I'll wrap it up for the stream. If you guys liked what you saw, please give the stream a like. It does help. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. It does really help. We're 8 away from 600 subscribers. It does really, really help. And please share this channel to as many people as you can. It does help the channel as well. I'll see you guys tomorrow when I do my reaction for this game. But thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are legendary if you saw the end of the stream. And as always, I'll see you guys very, very soon. Take care.